motivation, aggressiveness, discipline, and the fortitude to never say die. That's what it takes to be an airborne soldier.
Ain't that a bitch?
And we're rolling. How's it going? Welcome to Chuck Shaving Channel. Long time no see. I get it. Been tired. Had to work an extra day of work. Back's been killing me. I know you don't want to hear about that. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And we got a new soap today. I've had it for like a month. That's how backlogged I am. Before we do anything, let's take my Panda Yaki brush and put it in the Cedar Point, Snoopy Cedar Point cup. Hope it's hanging out with Gary's guitar pick. Gary, how you doing? Get it, Kung Fu Panda. You'll see about what the soap's about in a minute. If you don't follow me on Facebook, I posted a video about this girl getting arrested at Cedar Point. Cedar Point is a big home of the largest roller coasters. I've been there twice. And if you, on a good day, you can see Canada if you're on top of the first dump on Millennium Force roller coaster. But there's a video, it's funny. This girl gets arrested for trespassing at Cedar Point, and all she says is, "LOCKURRR!" So check that out. That's funny as hell. If you like those kind of videos, I like arrest and traffic stop videos. Okay, the soap we're using is from BBS Soaps, their new soap company. It's called Tsurai. It's an Asian scent soap. Smells real good. I think Tsurai is a warrior. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. But that's what it looks like. It says it's 4.5 ounces. I don't know what the container weighs, but I weighed it on my scale. No, I don't sell drugs. And I got it in a bowl, the Norton Custom Bowl. I don't want to use any other bowl. Let's go ahead and get it soaking. I put a heaping teaspoon, quarter teaspoon in there, so I don't know how the soap's going to react. So whatever I have left, I'll put it in my waste bowl, my mix bowl. Okay, and the razor we're going to be using is my Ollie-Works Meteorite Plate 2. I don't want to use anything else. I got my few razors I like using. I'm doing a Gillette Platinum. I can only usually get about 1 or 2 shaves off of it. But I got my few razors I only want to use now. It's the gym razor Mr. Mark sent me. And I'm going to get around to all those razors and my Parker variant. That's the only thing I want to use. So. I got a new logo, Mark Fuentes. He made these logos for me, so I'm going to be using them. I'm going to be using them, so check them out. Thank you, Mark Fuentes, for your love of the channel. So I'm going to whip up a lather, and I'm going to be right back. Stay with me. Okay, make sure we press pause. Okay, I think we did pretty good. Let's go ahead and get it on the face. How y'all doing? Yeah, I gotta get to work tonight. I went to bed early last night. My back was killing me. Oh, I did the tinge unit yesterday. It did real good. I got a cheap tinge unit. It's powered by AAA batteries. It works great. Batteries are still good. This has got a good, sweet Asian scent. Before I forget, if you haven't heard what's going on with Joe and Sadie at Subtle Art Soaps, Joe went to the doctor and his shoulder tear is worse than what they thought. So If you do any orders with cellular soap, you need to be a little patient with them because Sadie's having to do all the orders. And so bear in mind with that. Historic day today. Trump and Putin are meeting in Anchorage, Alaska. That's home of Fort Richardson. I think they put another name in it. I don't know. But when I got recalled for Desert Storm, that was the first place I went. We had to do a 2-day layover. And then when we went to Fort Wainwright, Alaska, in Fairbanks, that's where we were stationed at, guarding the pipelines. But when I got recalled for Desert Storm, I had to report to Fort Benning, which is 4 hours away from here. I was living in Tennessee at the time, my first ex-wife, well, my wife at the time. And it was like April. Was it April? I got recalled in January. When did I go? I tell you, it was spring outside. I got recalled in January. And it was nice out. So the planes wasn't ready, so they told us we can go, if we live nearby, we can go home. So I drove home. I had my car with me. It's a Ford 1994 Escort Burgundy automatic 4-door. I had 2 Ford Escorts, and what's funny, some kind of fuel sensor, it would go out right at 105 or 110,000 miles, and they wouldn't cover it. No, 75,000 miles. So my dad drove me back up, and he took the car back home. You know, some blades do better with some razors. This Gillette Platinum's doing very well with razor. So I went back up. We was leaving next morning. We loaded all our equipment. We went on civilian plane. And what was scary was, I don't know if you know, the terrorist attack that killed 101st Airborne soldiers that were going from Egypt. My battalion commander at 101st Airborne, his name was DiMacurio. I probably dead by now. But he went up to the door and they said, we got no more room. We're on the weight limit. So he had to wait for the next plane. If he wouldn't have went on that plane, he would have died. They had the funerals and all that at 101st Airborne Base, Fort Campbell. Reagan was there. But the Libyans were involved in it. Gaddafi was involved in it. He got some justice, didn't he? All right, first pass done. Now I gotta go to work tonight, this weekend. I worked an extra day. I worked Monday night. I didn't have no problems that weekend. I think I had to tell a trucker to move out of there's a lane that truckers get around. They think it's a parking space. I've only had one person that didn't want to move. I had to call the cops on them. Other than that, they're pretty nice about it. But I was just tired. I had a lot of things I wanted to do. I just didn't go anywhere. I think we went to Dothan. We went to Dothan yesterday to pick up my wife's glasses, or was it the day before yesterday? I can't remember. Yeah, it was the day before yesterday, Tuesday. Okay, across the green. I was going to get some things done, but I just didn't feel like it. Probably gonna lay back down a little while, get me a nap. My wife's cooking pork chops for me this weekend. My dinners at work. This is how we work. We have 2 different shifts. We work 10 hours a day. We work from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. And you got 2 slots at every place, pretty much. You got the Monday through Thursday spot, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, and then you got the weekend spot, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you're off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's what I got. And I like that because I don't like going anywhere on the weekends. Everything is crowded. I like having the weekdays off so I can do my doctor's appointments. I thought I'd do a shave now so when I wake up I don't have to hurry and all that. Now this is like a soft soap. Has some sweet notes in it, like jasmine. Okay, against the grain. It was funny, it was springtime, shorts weather. I mean, it's probably wear pants when we was at Fort Benning and I went home to Panama City, Florida. And as soon as we got off those planes, and I think it was like when we got off planes at Fort Wainwright, I think it was 68 degrees below wind chill factor, with wind chill factor. And they were issuing us parkas when we got off the plane. Well, before we got off the plane. I'm eventually going to buy the Ollie Wickers aluminum. Loud ass motorcycle. It's supposed to rain this weekend, but it's going to be sunny next weekend. That's all I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna come back I'm gonna do my rinses. I'm gonna come back for the post shave and review. So stay with me. Okay, I did about 3 hot, 3 cold. I want to mention something. I don't know if you know or not, but Trump's taking over to Washington, D.C. Okay, when I went in the late 90s, we got lost for 4 hours. We didn't have no GPS, but what I saw was pretty bad. The place was dirty. You had people in wheelchairs selling drugs, because I know what they're doing. You had homeless people going up your cars wanting to wash your car windows, and if you said no, they got very angry with you. And I think the weirdest thing I saw was a bunch of hookers hanging out, waiting for a John behind the police station. I'm not making this up. This is what I actually saw. And I had my 357 with me. I didn't have a concealed permit, but I had it under the seat. So I would have gotten some serious trouble because Washington, D.C., you cannot have a handgun anywhere unless you're a law enforcement officer as a gun-free zone. So that's probably why. So, but my wife, Debbie, went and they used the Metro. They said it was very safe. But in the early 90s, Washington, D.C., Mobile, Alabama, and New Orleans, Louisiana held the top 3 crime spots 3 years in a row. It was the early 90s. And there was a documentary I saw on TV about how bad the New Orleans Police Department was to corruption. And it was bad. And I don't know if you remember Mayor Ray Nagin. I think he's in federal prison right now for taking bribes. I'll have to look into that. But he was the mayor during Hurricane Katrina when it hit New Orleans. All right, what do we got? We got Solar's Appreciate Soap, official Appreciate Soap at Chuck Shaving Channel. We use Tsurai by BBS Soap, a sweet Asian scent. Go check it out. I'll put the scent notes up. We whipped it up in my Norton custom purple bowl with Yaki Panda brush. Get it, Kung Fu Panda. We knocked it off with my favorite, Ollyworks Steel Meteorite Plate 2 with a Gillette Platinum blade. I might be able to get another shave off of it. I'll just leave it in the razor. And we didn't do Orallen's thing. I could have done this while I was talking to you. Maybe a 1 in certain spots. 1 out of 5. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, Washington, D.C. And I wanted to see where Lincoln got shot. I'm a big Lincoln Kennedy assassination conspiracy theorist. That's my thing. That's one of my things. I was watching a documentary on D.B. Cooper, if you don't know who that is. He hijacked a plane, parachute out of it, airliner, and he stole a bunch of money and parachuted over to Washington State Forest. Not Washington, D.C., Washington State. Okay. Jimi Hendrix had to tell everybody that. Everybody he met when he was in London, when he was staying in London. He goes, no, not Washington, D.C., Washington State. Above Oregon and California. We're going to be using Zingari Man Recovery Splash on Scented. Hadn't used this in a while. Shake it up. Mix up the monotony. I'll put some lotion and Thayer's Witch Hazel about 15 minutes after this dries. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you enjoyed a little story about my military life. And I'll try to get a video done Monday, if not this weekend. So I'm not on a schedule like anybody else. Things happen, so bear them with me. All right, well, y'all have a good rest of your day, and thank y'all so much. Bye.